Hey, ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh, we are here today with the legend, Caujuan Mayo. Welcome, Caujuan. Great to have you here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, so Caujuan, you messaged me, you friended me, you sent me a friend request on Facebook last week, which I accepted. And then yesterday, for the first time in my life, I saw you on a YouTube video and I fell in love with you. I mean, I swear to God, I absolutely fell in love with you. Everything that came out of your mouth, I was like, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, she's so right. Me too. Yes, me too. Oh my gosh. So I am your absolute number one top biggest fan.
Oh man, I appreciate it. And hey, I love you too. I see what you've been doing. You've been doing real great things on YouTube as well and for the company. And I was like, and it's good when people can see different people say the same thing, though, kind of give the same message in their own way. And then they see different walks of life, different styles. And they're like, wow, okay, wait a minute. This is something that's like they're similar but different, but still giving the same message. And that's when sometimes it takes that to click for people because maybe they don't resonate with you like they resonate with me. Maybe they don't resonate with me like they resonate with you. But when they get it from different perspectives, sometimes that's what it takes for to get that moment and it just finally clicks.
Exactly. So how long have you been in network marketing?
I've been in network marketing for 12 years, but been doing it successfully 10.
Okay, that's pretty darn cool. Only 2 years of struggle. I got you beat on the years of struggle by a long, 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 long shot. So what did you do before network marketing?
Honestly, to be real with the situation, I used to be in the streets. And I was on the wrong side of the tracks. But I tell people, I say I was doing the wrong things for the right reasons. I was like, I started, trying to help my mother because we come from a big family and she was a single mother with a lot of siblings. And I felt like I needed to step up. And by doing so, it put me in the streets and I was hustling and I got caught up, honestly, ended up sending me down the wrong path. So I ended up going to the penitentiary. And when I was in the penitentiary, I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna, this isn't for me. Like, I'm never coming back here. And I changed my life actually while I was still inside. I was inside and I wrote my first book. And I told myself when I come out, I was going to publish a book and I was going to be a publishing company and publish others. And I did it. But the problem was when I came out, people wasn't reading no more. Like, the internet took off.
Yeah,
When I went in, it was
yeah,
MySpace. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
come out, everything takes off, internet's blowing up. People ain't got time to read no more. They get instant gratification right there on YouTube. So, I dove right into that world. I seen what was going on. I was
Right.
blessed to have an opportunity where they said, look, you're going to come out on parole, but we got this special where if you give us 6 months clean, it's like you come out, but your parole, you're reported to probation and you're going to, if you give us 6 months clean, you're 100% off. And in California, that's unheard of. I mean, it's usually a revolving door trap, set you up for failure. You're on for 3 years. Anything
Yeah.
can happen in those 3 years. You're back and forth. So I'm like, you know what? That's a blessing. So I told myself, I'm staying in the house. I'm going to keep myself out of trouble. Best way to do that, stay away from everything. So I stayed in the house. I locked myself indoors. But what that do? Made me be on the internet. By me being on the internet, I was on Facebook a lot. And I saw somebody make
Mhm.
$100,000 online. I'm like, doing what? I'm like, legally? Like, all right. And it was like,
Yep.
yeah, network marketing. What's that? And after I saw it, I was hooked. And the rest was history.
Oh my gosh. So first of all, thank you for sharing that and being real. And secondly, I have infinitely more respect for you now than I even did before. So your hat says drug dealer, crossed out network marketer. So is it true that you were really dealing drugs?
So actually, I was on a different side of the road. So I had one of the biggest escort services in San Diego at the time. So I was on that
Okay.
side. So, and the crazy thing is at the time, I actually felt what I was doing was actually legal because we had permits from the city. We was doing everything we was supposed to do right. But some of the girls, actually was my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like that's your girlfriend at the time.
Right.
And since she's doing it, whatever happens behind closed doors, it's what happens behind closed doors between a client and a female. I send you to go dance. If something else happens, that has nothing to do with me or the company. And that's how all escort services work. We ain't done, just like a massage parlor. Oh, yeah, massage, but what happens in the back happens in the back type
Right.
stuff. That's how they stay up. So that's what kind of got the ball rolling. And then that's what got me caught up. And then boom, it was a big deal, all in the papers, took down my whole family, but one by one, they all came home, let my mother out, let everybody out. And the only people that went down was the people that should have, which was me and my brother. So did my time, 4 years. The whole time I just stayed in the books, educated myself, came out with the book, actually did it, was a 5-star book. And Amazon to this day, still 5 stars. One of my other books became a bestseller, end up signing 4 authors. We have 20 books to date and 4 best-selling authors and 7 best-selling books. So I ended up doing good, but unfortunately, again, like I said, people just don't read like they used to. So
yeah. I've gone down the author road too, and there's not a lot of money in it, but we found something that there is a lot of money in. So again, one, oh my gosh, here we are. Like our worlds are night and day different. I'm ancient compared to you. You know, I've obviously had a totally different life experience. And yet, I mean, honestly, I'm not exaggerating at all. When I saw you yesterday, it was like, we have so much in common, even though our worlds, our life experiences have been so far apart. So, so you got into network marketing and here you are, and huge congrats to you because you are about today, you're going to finish it off today. You're going to be the 4th ever diamond in the history of Nexus Rewards. Right behind me, I'm number 3. So you did it in a month. How the heck did you get to diamond in a month? People want to know that. Come on.
All right, so like I tell people all the time, first and foremost, get started, right? That's the first thing we have a problem. People just, they procrastinate. Even in my own organization, I got some people that sitting, didn't do nothing. I see about 50 people back there, right? So I called them one by one. And the funny thing is, after I talked to them, every single last one of them joined. So it lets me know that most people are doing the same thing. And I even say, you know what? But the fact that you didn't even download the first 2 apps let me know that you just probably came in, put it on the shelf, said, I'll get back to that. You know, I'll come back and look at it. You know, I got in for free. I'll come back. Because at the very least, you would have went and downloaded the 2 apps for free if you did nothing else. So stop blocking the blessing, pay attention, you know, because you've put a lot more and got back a lot less in life than other things. So if you got something that could potentially change your life for $49 one time and then $10 a month afterwards, it's crazy for you not to pay attention to what we have going on and then go do it. And then I just got busy. I just don't let people get in their own way. I tell people when they start making, oh, let me do my due diligence. I said, for $10? I said, I get it, right. You know what I mean? But for $10, sometimes some people would think, come on, did you look at this? I said, I'm not doing all that for $10. I spend more at the movies. I mean, it's just not that serious to me. You know, we talk about less than $300 a year. You know, I mean, what are we talking about here? So for me, I tell people it's not that serious. You know, I said, if it's that serious, I'll give you your money back because I know it's that valuable. So it's just like, I just use all these different methods, man. And at the end of the day, they see the value and then they come in and, you know, I just stay consistent. I'm on it. And I'm just real big on social media. So I use the power of, you know, Facebook, YouTube. Now, look, I'll let you get me on YouTube right now, you know, because I'm usually doing the same thing on YouTube as well. But recently, I took a different approach on my YouTube channel, and I don't want to put just individual companies no more on my channel. But what you're doing is phenomenal as well. I love it because I know the power of YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is crazy, crazy powerful. So you could be in any company you wanted to be in. And I know you're in multiple companies, as am I. I mean, I absolutely believe in multiple streams of income, as I know you do too. So why, of all the companies that you could choose, why Nexus?
Okay, you go far fast, got a little hot up in here. So the reason why Nexus, because, and I asked that before as well, couple different things. One, I feel like we in the age right now, and we in the situation where high ticket things is going to be a lot harder to sell for people than low ticket situations, right? And absolutely. And it's just what it is. I mean, right now, you know, we have it's inflation. You know, prices of things is high. And I tell people all the time when they be like, "How do you sell this?" I said, "The way you sell this is stop selling." Because if we're being honest, what was the biggest things that people complained about last year? Gas prices being too high, groceries. You know, I mean, not getting as much as you got for you. So if you start off with them 2 things, then instantly you're in everybody's good ear. Every single person could relate. Every single person you're talking to, it's not falling on deaf ears. Forest gonna fall on deaf ears for some people. Travel gonna fall on deaf ears for some people. Saving money, everybody's hearing that. If you go to somebody and say, you want to save money? No one's gonna say, no, I don't want to save money. I want to pay more. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna pay more. Right? You know, exactly. So instantly I said, ooh, that's something that's gonna relate with everybody. Then, like I said before, you know you got a winner if it's something you can pitch to your own mother. And most people know that they can't pitch half the crap they have to their mother. They wouldn't even think about it. They know they would just be laughed out of the family dinners. Like, you can't even come back to the table. So they're not even going to even try. You can go to your mother and say, Mom, I found a way to save on our gas and groceries. They're going to say, how?
Yeah,
How?
right. Absolutely, 1,000%. I mean, there is something in this for absolutely everyone. There is not one single person on the planet, I would say, who, well, I don't know anybody that doesn't eat, right? So everybody's buying groceries. Even if the guy isn't going to the grocery store himself, somebody in the family is going to the grocery store, right? So timing. Let's talk a little bit about timing, because I heard you say something, and I bet you and I were both late to the party on the same thing that you were talking about the other day. How important is timing in this whole thing of network and affiliate marketing?
So timing is excruciatingly important. I tell people all the time, it has more to do with timing sometimes than do about the actual product and services. And that's just the God's honest truth. And the reason why is because I tell people all the time, we're in a big niche, but it's a small circle, and when you look around, we know that because we see some of the same people and the same thing. They say, oh, wow, Caujuan just sent me a friend request last week. You know what I mean? You look back there, oh, wow, that's the same guy that was on the video. That's how small it is. That can happen to any. You look, oh, we got 100 mutual friends. You start looking through the mutual friends. Wow, I know. No, I just seen him yesterday. So knowing that, if we procrastinating and you just put it on the back of the wall, and I'll get to it, but guess what? That other person that we both mutual friends with, Caujuan didn't sit on sit on his hands. So now he got that person. And remember that other female that was in your last company that probably would have been in this company with you too? Unfortunately, Caujuan got to her first. So now you don't get her either. And by the time you finally get off your hands, you start realizing like about 20, 30, 40 people that would actually join with you already in the company. You know what I mean? So that's why it's crucial, especially, again, for something like this. I tell people, even if you don't know what it's about, pay now, figure out later. It's worth doing that because it's not that, and it doesn't cost you much, but it can cost you everything for not doing that.
1,000%. I love that. Yeah, it's going to cost you everything if you don't get in on this. And as you and I both know, there are just over 5,000 people in Nexus right now, which is crazy, right? The timing is just crazy, crazy, crazy on this. So this is the time to get in right here, right now.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you've got 11,000 followers on Facebook. How long did it take you to get 11,000 followers on Facebook? And how did you do it?
So 11,000 followers, I would say I've been really actively on Facebook since 2012 and really active since 2014. But since I got on Facebook, it's just really been my sole go-to place to really build everything I built. So I think that's what happened throughout the time by me being consistent and just really, like I said, building my brand all through Facebook. Everything is about marketing for my wall. I mean, everything just is all about branding, sticking out, standing out, not look. If I'm in a crowd of people, you're going to see him over everybody else that's here, or you're going to have on a suit, a tie, a black tie at that and black suit at that, something that doesn't really stick out because 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 other people have on the same thing. So when you're all in the audience, everybody just looks the same. I told myself when I'm in that same audience, I want everybody in the audience to be able to say, who's that person over there? 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 And then it's going to make you larger than life. I took the same aspects of the streets and I just put it into marketing. And I was like, the things that made you appealing on the streets, the things that made, people want to follow you, listen to you, believe in you. Take them same aspects and do it on the street, because I was a people person there too. And that's what made people respect me and follow me. So I said, I knew how to deal with people. I knew how to do it. I knew that the more people you help, the faster you're going to be able to help yourself, and they ain't going to mind seeing you. I always had a saying, I say, people don't mind watch you eat a loaf of bread if you give them a slice. But if you at the table just guarding down for, and they're over there hungry and everybody else is starving, it's going to be crazy. Not only are they going to hate you because it's going to be envious, their stomach is hurting, but you're sitting there full as it can be, and they ain't getting none of that. No one likes that. So if they see me just being extra successful and extra, you know, and no one else is having that same success, no one else is benefiting from that, no one else is, you know, building and coming up along with you, it's actually gonna have the opposite effect. And you're gonna have more envious people. No one's gonna want to join your team. People's gonna hate on you. They'll rather join this person just to not see you win, things like that. So I made it my business that when I came in, that I was going to help a lot of people along the way. As I come up, they come up along as well. And another important thing was when I first came in, it was like me and my son. It was called Father and Son Incorporated, FNS. I thought it was going to inspire other people. Like, wow, this is a father and son duo, and wow, they're killing it, man. You know, we can do that. But it was the opposite, because we came in and tried to do a high ticket, which is probably the worst thing we could have did. You know, you're fresh to market, you try to do a high ticket, that's not going to work. So I came in, my son came in, he was 17. We put in 1,200. He put in 1,200, was probably like 12,000 to a 17-year-old, and it did nothing. We made $0. He got discouraged, never did marketing again. I kept going. Look where I'm at today. And you know what it told me? I said, whoa, wait a minute. How many other people in that situation? How many people got discouraged like my son and never came back and don't even realize they could have blocked the blessing if they would just stayed with it? Because had I had the same attitude my son had, I would not be where I'm at today. And I'm like, you know what? I can't let that happen to nobody on my watch. So I started making sure that I started helping so many people they wouldn't have that same attitude and same sentiment towards marketing and networking, you know, when they came about. So that's really what helped really catapult me to the next level with my marketing and, you know, the branding and the respect that I had amongst the community.
1,000%. So I heard you say something when I was listening to your other video about, look, people look at you and they think, oh my gosh, I want to be just like Caujuan. Or they say, oh my gosh, I could never be just like Caujuan. People look at me and say the same thing. Oh, you know, I want to do what Gloria did. I want to have the level of success Gloria did. But you also talked about being willing to do the things that other people aren't. So what are the things that you are willing to do that other people aren't willing to do that makes you successful?
Get up at 4 o'clock every morning. Every morning. I'm up at 4 o'clock. I used to be up at 5. And then for some reason, I was just able to get up at 4. And I was like, okay. I was find myself being up like an hour earlier. And I was like, well, I might as well just get up. And I started getting up at 4. My body got trained to it. So I don't even use an alarm clock. I literally get up at 4 o'clock every single day with no alarm clock. And oh man, it's just so, it's a powerful thing, because especially as a top earner, top marketer, and I know you know the same things happen with you. Once the day gets like this part of the day, the phone is going off. The phone is all day messages, all day. You heard that? All day Facebooking, all day you coming up with fancy posts or creative posts and content, all day answering people that responded to that content, all day following up, making your YouTube. So I find 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock is the most peaceful time. Nobody's bothering you. Your phone's not ringing. You know, there's no background noise. It's just so peaceful. That's when you get the best work done. That's when I get my posts out the way. If I'm doing videos for YouTube, I'm making all my video content right then and that time. I'm doing my edits. And then it's so powerful at that time is that by the time everyone is waking up, guess what? Boom, the video's done. That was editing 3-4 hours ago. You know what I mean? I already got 3 posts. If you guys are waking up, wait, come on, I put up a post. You look at the timestamp. You're like, wait a minute, that was like 3 hours ago. 3, 1, 3. You're on the West Coast. That's like 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing up at that time? Yeah, I already put up the first post, and not only that, by the time you wake up, it's already almost time for the second post to go up. So I already got a jumping head start on you just doing that one little thing right there, you know? But then the funny thing is, people are like, man, you know what, Quan, you got so much freedom, which I do because I work from home. But that's the funny thing. I'm up before everybody because no one's getting up at 4, right? So I'm up before everybody. Yep. Then people get up, they go to work. Hey, Quan, how you doing? You doing some marketing there? Yeah. Go to work. They work their 9 to 5. So they might get up at 9 or 8, get to work at 9, done at 5, get home by 6 or 7. Guess what Quan's still at? Right here in the office. So literally you left, came back. Dang, Quan, you still marketing? Okay. Done made dinner, did all kinds of stuff. Guess what Quan's still at? Marketing. Because what happens with all the Zoom calls and the funnel and all that stuff, right? That usually happens at nighttime. So Quan's still up in here, but I'm on some corporate Zoom call. I'm talking, or we doing some training. We're doing something though. We're in this office. And by the time I finally leave, I'm not even leaving here until about 7 to 8. And that's only because I have a wife and kids. I ain't have a wife and kids, like when they're away and sometimes, woohoo, now Caujuan get to stay in the office all day. It's so bad. I had to promise my wife, see, this the type of sacrifices. I promised my wife that I'd give her at least one day of not working, which is Sunday. I said, if the Lord could take off, Caujuan could take all right. So I take off Sunday. That's her day. I don't mess around. Then recently I had to talk to my kid. Apparently I'm not giving enough dad time. So I said, okay, y'all can have Saturday. So Saturdays for the family, Sundays for the wife, but Monday is all Caujuan, go mode, marketing. Don't bother me. I'm in the office. Let's go.
Absolutely. And I'm with you on that because, I'm older than you and I got to the point in my life. I mean, when I first started this, I was working 7 days a week and my back was up against the wall financially. So I had to, I just had to. I had to recreate myself. I had to do it. So 7 days a week, I mean, I was working 80, 90 hours a week. But then I got to a point where it's like, you know what? My relationships are really important to me. My relationship with my husband is, super, super, super important to me. So Saturday and Sundays for me are, I'm out, I'm with my husband. I'm not doing work. Sure, I do work. I'll sit in the evening while he's watching TV. I'll sit in the living room and do work, but it's family time. But I can tell you love what you do, don't you?
Man, I tell people I eat, sleep, prep, marketing. And I think what gives me a little edge on a lot of other marketers to a certain degree, I tell people, see, a lot of your favorite marketers, but they still got 9 to 5s and their marketing is like a side hustle or something they do on the side. And when that happens, it also gives you a crutch. Like, that I love my marketing, but even if I lose all this today, I still got a job. So I'm okay. Yeah. I don't have that luxury. Everything that I own came from marketing. My house, my cars, my wife's car, everything comes from marketing. So if I fall off, this falls off, and me knowing that is the drive that keeps me going. I know that in our field, things could be like this today and like this tomorrow. Like instantly. I know the comp plan could be like this today and it could be like this tomorrow. Things can change the drop of a dime. It could be a network marketing company today and oh no, now we're direct sales tomorrow. So knowing these different things that I've learned, that's why you would never see me in just one company. I don't care how good the company is. I don't care how great the comp plan is. I don't care if I know the owner personally and I go to his house on Christmas.
Amen. I am so with you.
You know what I mean? Because we're not going down with the ship. When it's time to move, and I'm saying, oh, it's been a great ride while it happened. I wish you guys the best. And we're going to be over here making our money over there. That's the beauty in being able to be in multiple opportunities. That's the beauty in being a network marketer. That's the beauty to be able, because you can go to your network, you can continue networking, and you can continue making things work, and you don't have to go down with these ships. That's why I find it so crazy when people get into these little debates over this company and that company and who's better and who's not and why I go here. And I'll be like, you don't own no stock in that company. Why are you going this hard? I get it. You actually own a company or something. And the funny people, the people on companies don't even get these pay disputes. They look at us like the big dummies out here just going back and forth. And you own no stake here. If that company goes down tomorrow, you're gone and you're going to be looking for something else. So just enjoy the ride while the ride's there and while it lasts. That's why I say ride it till the wheels fall off and let people do what they want to do.
1,000%. And I so agree with something you said. People ask me, oh, but how come you're successful? I'm not. And basically I say, because I was willing to work my tail end off because my back was up against the wall financially. I mean, I came so close to having to declare bankruptcy. And I was 56 years old. I hadn't been in the workforce. I had been, had my own business for, I don't know how many years. Nobody was going to hire me. Even if I wanted a job, no one would hire me, which I didn't want a job. But I had to reinvent myself. My back was up against the wall. So you're not hungry enough.
Man, that is the #1 reason why most people is going to fail. Because if you don't want it bad enough, then why go hard? You see it in it ain't just network marketing, it's every space.
Absolutely.
Before a recording artist makes it, oh my God, you get the best music. You get, oh man, so they make it, it's watered down. It's like they don't really have to make this no more. So now they just, I put something together. You're going to see people at their best when they're struggling, when their back's up against the wall. Even me, I tell people all the time, I said, I was down to my last $5,000. I was down to my last $5,000. No, I was down to my last $3,000 with $5,000 worth of bills and rent before I made it. Like right when I really made it, I was talking to God and everything. Like, come on, God, I'm doing everything I can to make it. I'm not having the success I'm seeing other people doing. And you know what's so funny? And this is another thing for you guys. Like you guys look up to people like me, you know what I mean, and other people that's in the space, you know, doing these crazy numbers and Gloria and stuff. And you know what you gotta realize is that your life can change in a way that the same people that you look up to will end up being your peers. You know, they'll end up being the people that now you look at as like friends. Some of them become family. Like it's funny because Mac Mills actually used to be a person I looked up to. It was somebody I watched. It was somebody I emulated. Even some of the things I do now, but my marketing, you'll look like, okay, I see what you did. Pointing to the finger, my stuff that came from Mac. And at the time, I'm just Caujuan. I'm nobody. No one knows who I am at this time. And now it's funny because now me and Mac is real friends on real phone numbers. I'm not on Facebook just reading out. I reach out to him personally, reach out to me. He gets mad if I join something, I don't tell him about it first. You know, things like that. Like we have that type of relationship now, you know? Yep. And now, and it's funny because one time I brought to his attention, like, yeah, how much I looked up to him at the time. He looked at me like, man, I didn't even realize why he looked at you like that. I looked at you as a boss from day one because game is still gonna recognize game. And even though that you might not be where you want to be, other people can still see that in you. Even if you're not where you want to be yet, they can see if it's in you or not. Like a coach can see, like, you know what? I can tell you're going to be great before you're even great. They know the Kobe's and they knew the Jordans before they even became that, you know? And that was something that was powerful because when I seen that other people treat me like a boss, but I didn't even see myself as that boss yet. Like, I'm not there yet. I don't even feel like I'm there right now where I want to be because I know that I have bigger dreams for myself. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool what I've made, but I can go higher. I can go bigger. The sky's the limit. That's a long way up. So I don't feel accomplished yet. Now I'm accomplished when I don't have to come into the office the whole day, you know, but everything gonna roll and life is gonna be great still. And the same type of money is still gonna come in regardless. And I don't have to come in my office. Then we can say, okay, but until that day, no, we're not there because I still got to grind. I still got to be here. You know, if I don't drive, we don't hit the destination. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I got to keep the pedal, the foot on the pedal.
And I bet, Caujuan, that even when you don't have to be in the office, you've got a passion in you. You've got a passion in you about marketing. You've got a passion in you about helping people. You're still going to be in the office just like me.
And when I'm not, I'm gonna tell you, this is what it's gonna be, and everybody hate me for it.
Yep.
This bad boy stay in my hand all day, every day. It's my personal computer, my personal assistant. This is everything. So if I'm not in this office, you best believe I'm on here. So even when I'm somewhere where I should be like paying attention, come on, man, it's family time. We at Disneyland. I'm sneaking things in, you know what I mean? Answering a couple calls, you know, fixing a couple things, getting people signed up. All that's still happening. True story. My granddaughter's being born. I'm helping. Got hand over here, push, come on, you got this, But I'm also over here still closing some deals and with the phone. Like, and this is a true story. Like, that's how bad you got to want it. Most people say, Caujuan, ain't that serious? Turn your phone off. Come on, man. And it's so bad with me, I'm serious. I'm in the shower, the phone rings, wet, dripping. I get the phone and I hit the automated message that says, look, when I'm busy, but I'm gonna call you back. Cause I don't even want a person to think that I let people go to voicemail. I want them to know because I have such a good reputation that because I'm one of the rare leaders that put their phone number out. So when people call, they be shocked. They're like, this is really Caujuan? Like, yeah. And you answer the phone? Yep. Oh, wow. And it's impressive. That one little thing, which I just gave away a nugget, but that one little thing sets me apart from the rest because most people really want to talk to somebody, really see that you're a real person. And And when it comes to joining opportunities, most people got a couple of questions before they're ready to join. And the most frustrating thing is kind of ready to join, but I got to like put a support ticket in. I got to put something to support. Wait for you to email me back. No, I'm ready now. What? So if I can get somebody on the phone and they can answer like these 3 questions and I'm ready, I just want to answer these 2-3 questions. Like, you know, it could be something simple. Like, am I able to join as my business and my regular name? Something simple as that. You know?
Yep.
Here it is. They can't get a hold of nobody and they over there sending emails in. And no, I want to get you while you're excited. I want to get you right now. Call me. You call me. Hey, come on. I said, yep, you sure can. And they know this. If you was one to answer the phone for a stranger that didn't join your company yet, what are you gonna do for your team?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yep, so, absolutely. You're right about that. So guys, here's the deal. Caujuan and I both love Nexus Rewards and the Nexus Snap compensation plan. So go sign up with Caujuan, sign up with me, sign up with someone else. I can say, I don't care. I just want you to not miss this. I don't care who you're signed up with. look, Caujuan and I are both going to benefit, even if you don't sign up and you're not under our teams at all, because we're both the diamonds and we're both going to benefit. But we just want you to take advantage of this crazy, incredible opportunity. Do you agree, Caujuan?
I agree. And the biggest thing is stop trying to sell it. You ain't got to sell anything. You're sharing. You've been sharing your whole life. And you never thought about how to share when you was sharing. You didn't think about how to tell somebody about a movie that you saw. You didn't think to tell, man, I need a funnel to tell them about that juicy steak I ate. You didn't do that. You know, you said you came home, you said, man, I just had the best steak I had in my life. I said, really? Yeah, where'd you eat that? Over here. The price was good. And then boom, guess what? You had somebody else say, you know what? I heard they had some great steaks over here. Next thing you know, they're going over there. But you didn't get paid for it. It's funny that when we start network marketing, we just forget about all that. We forget about just being human, just talking to people, just being a genuine person, not coming with the smoke and mirrors, not coming with the games. All those things are just tools, period. Tools help the job get done. Yes, if you got enough tools, you can make a masterpiece, but you can still paint a picture without having the perfect brush, a canvas, and all that. I can go paint a picture on paper, on a book, on the concrete with chalk. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, Caujuan, I'm going to end this with a warning to you.
Okay.
Someday, you and I are going to meet in person, and you better watch out because I'm a huge hugger, and you're not going to get away from me. I am going to hug you, man, because, oh my gosh, I respect you so much more now, even after this talk, than I did before. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being willing to share from your heart, being willing to share your story and how you've become successful and sharing so much value with people. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Nah, humbly, I appreciate that. And, you know, I'm just here to inspire others. I'm here to let other people know that it can be done from all different walks of life. People that, you know, that look like you, people that look like me, young, old, in between, none of that stuff matters. Like one of the things, it's a great saying from network marketers, don't matter if you from jail or Yale, you can make it here, you know? And that's the thing, man. Like if somebody like me can make it, beat the odds, the things I had to go against, and I even get deeper, like losing my mother at 56. 3 days later, she turned 57. And she turned 57, 3 days later, she passed away. And it wasn't even something like, oh yeah, we saw this coming, or she had cancer, or it was something like out the blue, like, oh, I have a headache. And go to the hospital. And a couple of times they gave her just some medicine, but she kept having the headache, which is way too intense. And I'm like, yo, it's not a headache. Oh, it's a migraine. It's not a migraine. And then boom, you know, they finally take her upstairs. 3 days later, passed away. So devastated. I mean, this is something that just devastated my life. You know, she had me when she was 17. I've been with her for my whole life. So it just put me in a dark place. And that even to be dealing with that at a time that I'm trying to build a brand and market and figure all this marketing thing out. And that's what I'm dealing with. These are the first years of my network marketing life. I'm losing my mother and trying to figure out this marketing thing. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, man, you could be going through the worst time in life. You could have just lost your job. You could be the black sheep in the family. None of that stuff matters when it comes to this. That's the beauty in this. You can be yourself. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to go sit on someone else's Lambo. You don't have to, you don't even have to have all this. This all came after marketing. All marketing is going to do is let you be more of who you are. And this is who I am anyways. I've always been a flashy person. I've always been an outspoken person. I've always been a stand out from the crowd person. I don't want to look like everybody else. So it just intensified that. But you might have different aspirations. You might just want to just super help people and be a humanitarian, and you know that's fine. It's just going to help you be more of who you want to do, who you want to be, and what you want to do in life. And I'm here to help you do it.
1000%. Love it, Caujuan. Can't wait to meet you in person, but watch out because the hug's coming. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you so much.